From the deep, dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas, Tabbytha, and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report. Oh.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to play the game.
That was Nikodas. I'm Tabbytha, and up next is Grebog.
This is, computer run program. This is for episode 200. I just put happy 200 because 200. I'm on very little sleep. As we can all tell that I'm just like falling asleep at the wheel here tonight.
We didn't get a countdown.
Yep. I'm just like watching it. I'm like, hey, this is a great video. Something I put together way back. No countdown.
I had to flip over and look at the screen, and it was like at 3 seconds. I'm like, okay, I'm going.
But yeah, if you want to support us, feel free to follow us here. We have YouTube, we have coffee. There's the coffee link, which is ko-fi. Or no, it's not gonna do. Well, apparently everything's falling asleep at the wheel. If you would like to give us coffee money, let's see if I can type this out fast. ko-fi.com/GREBOG. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what you have.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Hey, Tabby.
Yes.
How's your week been?
It has been pretty good. I've been getting ready for this episode, and I've been playing a lot of WoW, and of course WoW just did their Panda remix thing going on there. So that started today. So I created a warrior, Iconian Warrior. So I'm getting that worked on. But I've also had very little sleep. My sleep debt is climbing. So I'm hoping to be able to crash this weekend. But I'm looking forward to D&D this weekend. So if I continue to not get any sleep and I go into D&D with my current mental state, it's going to be interesting indeed.
Who needs sleep? That's what I've learned.
Who are you passing the torch to?
You. How are you?
I am rested. Unlike the two of you. Now, if this show had taken place yesterday, that would not have been the case. But today is an entirely different story. So my job got attacked digitally, and we are having all kinds of issues with paperwork and fax machines and email, and everything is down, in essence. So trying to do charting on patients is really, really challenging. And it makes everything kind of run slower. We can't even print out face sheets. So my shift on Tuesday was really, really rough. And that's why I said yesterday would have been a different story, because I just was not rested yesterday. But today is fine. As far as gaming goes, so I am very excited for this episode. Episode 200, guys. I mean, this is quite an achievement for something that Grebog and I threw together to help people get through COVID. And here we are 200 episodes later. I mean, that's kind of a big deal. So yeah, putting a ship together, my favorite ship together for this, and running show notes and trying to figure out favorites across the board, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. It's been a lot of fun. The only other thing I want to mention is Epic had a sale up on a game called Fabledom, and it's kind of like a medieval Sim City with some elements of Warcraft or similar games kind of mixed in. It's a little weird, but right now my village is out of money, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix that.
Oh no.
Yeah, a witch cursed me, and I ran out of money, but I have to have money to pay off the witch to make her go away. So I'm kind of like rocking a hard place. but I'll figure that out later. Grebog, how's your week been?
I've been, as you have said already, I'm lacking of sleep. So the people replacing the water main have decided that, hey, it would be a great idea to come back 3 weeks later and work outside your house for 3 days straight. From, oh yeah, we put a notice up. We let you know what was going to happen. We'll start at 7:30 a.m. and then we'll go from there. Yeah, they started at 6:20 a.m. each day, which I guess is 7:30 in some land. But yeah. So I'm on very little sleep because I have a habit of staying up till 3-ish in the morning, and then they commence the drilling and jackhammering and moving of earth, because they got to cut the trench, because every day they fill the trench back in, and then every day they have to dig the trench right back on out to get back to the water main. I think they do that so that way they can't get sued for someone falling in. But it makes lots of loud noises or some really weird dreams. Either way. Like I think one time I dreamt that I was getting on a giant school bus that just was going backwards, because they had backup beepers going constantly all day. I was trying to live in a construction site, you know. Outside of that, I've been playing WoW still. And yes, the WoW time running / remix things going on. I have not started anything there yet. I plan on making a priest, because I'm not going to tank. I wanted to play a priest that I haven't played. I haven't played priest in a long time.
So you made a class that absolutely cannot tank.
Yep.
Cannot be drafted into tanking.
I did say I would be willing to fill in heal when needed. I don't know how great of a healer I'm going to be, but I guess we will all find out, and they will all regret it. But actually, I healed a little bit back in the day on priest, and I wasn't terrible. I just could have been better. But outside of that, let's see.
Like priests.
I'm going for shadow priest. That's why I used to really love shadow priest.
Ooh, shadow priest.
Let's see, what else have I done this week? Cut a deal with my players in D&D that they now have an ongoing deal with the beholder that is allowing them to walk away. Well, I would have had some fun in that combat. The beholder has magic at his capability. Like I made the beholder a mage as well, so it would have been fun. But I've been playing STO. I completed my event campaign, or well, not the event campaign. I completed the event, and the campaign I am closing in on. I know there are people that have already completed the campaign. I have not. I've was sick, I think, in one of the campaigns and barely was able to get the completions to get the event done. So, yeah, I'm lagging behind a little bit, but I'll get there. We have plenty of other campaign events to go. I think I calculated out that I probably will finish in the next big event. I think it was that I was looking at, yeah. So yeah. That's my week. I'll keep rambling on if I
Well, you are up next for this week in STO, so keep going.
And yeah. So speaking of the events, well, the Demon Hunter event is going still. You do not have a whole lot of time left. You only have 6 days, 14 hours to get your the remaining of your 14 days of completion, you can buy it out. Though I would recommend doing some of the completion so that way when you do the buyout, you don't have to pay as much. The grand prize is the.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Well, fine. Buy it out right now, then, or whatever.
I will.
All right, so the grand prize is the Herald Defiler Mace. I have not played with that yet. I am curious on. It'll be interesting to see. I'm kind of curious if it's going to be absurdly large for every person, because it looks like when the Herald guy has it, it is extremely absurdly large, but he is also absurdly large. It also has the omnidirectional Herald anti-proton beam array. This is not a set proton or omni beam array. It is just a standard. It will take the place of one of your crafteds, so be aware of that. Then we also get the wide arc Herald Proton dual heavy cannons. Not a turret, just some wide arc cannons. So that will help anyone doing cannon builds that need some wide arc cannons on the front. And then of course you get the 3 featured TFO rewards, which can come either with 3 specialization points or you get to choose out of each box. You can get a specialization point or a tech upgrade. That's your call. And of course the dilithium for completing. Yada yada.
Yada yada.
Yada yada. Oh, and you can do all the Herald Sphere, Gateway to Grethor, or the Brotherhood of Sword, which is ground, to get your completions.
The Brotherhood of the S word.
Hey, Tabby.
Yeah.
What's our next event?
The next event is the Galaxy Goes to Red Alert, starting May 20. Hang on, is that right?
Yes.
May 23rd through May 30th. And so today's the 16th. So we got that's coming up after this one. 5 days of progress will get you a tech upgrade and a specialization point. And this one is always a really easy one because the red alerts, you can just pop in, and like the Tholian one is really easy. You just it just takes like 5 minutes. You log in, do the patrol, takes like maybe 5 minutes, and you're done. Unlike these like half-hour TFOs. And also really good for getting your endeavors done too, because like if you need to do like destructible torpedoes, the Tholian Red Alert is great for it. So just some tips there.
If your TFOs are taking an hour or a half hour, there's something going wrong.
I'm also sure at some point in time they're going to remove the fail condition of the Nakul or the Zenkethi one.
I'm sure eventually at some point.
It's going to be this time. I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's going to be this time.
I didn't even read the blog post to see if they have removed that line of comment, but
there was a patch update today that they didn't tell us what was going on. So
that's true. That's true.
No, we'll get actually, if it's anything like the patch notes last week, we'll get the patch notes for this week next week.
So they are just running events back to back to back. The next one starts on May 28th. So it's actually going to overlap with the Red Alert a little bit. And this is called Unparalleled, which is the new story arc. It's going to continue. We don't have all the details, but I'll tell you what we do have. This is going to continue the Kings and Queens story. It does have a new episode called Situation Under Control. The Aetherians are going to send you on a mission where you are going into a new universe. This is not the Mirror universe, and this is not the Kelvin universe. It is a unique universe created for STO. And apparently you're going to have an Aetherian tagging along with you. And you're going to fight Borg, because, the whole thing is Borg. There's also a new TFO called Borg Battle Royale. This is a Kobayashi Maru style fight where you're just going to be hit by multiple waves of enemies until you die. The event version is going to last 12 rounds, but as soon as the event is over, the unlimited one will become active. And like I said, you'll just go until they defeat you. There's also going to be a new lockbox ship. The Iconian Revelation will be added to the Infinity Lockbox. There's a new token coming to the Zen store, the Captain Alteration token. This is basically going to let you change your race and gender of your captain whenever you want. We do not know if there are certain limitations to that, like if you are playing a TOS captain, can you suddenly have access to non-TOS races? We
Well,
don't
it
know.
does say within your original faction.
So probably not, but again. And then a new event will start at the same time called Delete Alt Control, and the rewards for that will be a hypermass torpedo. We don't have the details of that. A Type 14 shuttle support squadron. Again, we don't have the details. Most people seem to think this is going to be a device rather than an actual squadron, but we don't know. You get 500 Lobi, which is kind of a first for one of these events. And you get an Epic Phoenix prize token, which is also a first for an event. And then 30,000 dilithium ore. And that's it for the news. So now we get on to the party. As stated, this is our 200th episode, our Bicentennial. So, Grebog, you want to start us off with the acknowledgement and thanks?
I honestly, the acknowledgement and thanks is we could not do this without you viewers, or technically Nikodas or Tabby, but you know, it would be a one-man show then. Hey, yeah.
I mean, this was all your idea, so I figured you could say the first bit.
I mean, because the viewers having you all here, and this includes YouTube people that watch, having you watch even after the fact. We appreciate you. It's nice to see people are watching, listening, at least to our content. I know we don't do a huge amount of advertising because I don't know. That's probably my downfall. But yeah, we do all right. Our numbers have been climbing always and ever forward. So, and thank you.
In response to Dwayne, real quick, I had thought of that. I mean, the name itself, Delete Alt Control. So delete the alternate form of control from this other universe, maybe. I don't know, but it's weird that they're doing that when the storyline revolves around the Borg.
Why not both? What if control? What if the Borg assimilated control?
Or vice versa. Yeah, I mean,
or vice versa.
There's still a lot about this multiversal Borg threat that we don't know. The name could be telling, or maybe not. We don't know enough yet.
Well, there was a decent amount of information that they gave us if you read through that blog post very carefully. One, we're going to go save the Iconians in this alternate universe, and friendly or Iconians, and so that either hence that the Etherians are not Iconians, though I still like to say that, well, technically we're going to get a third alternate reality or universe, which we don't know which alternate universe the Etherians technically come from, because they probably didn't come from the mirror. They're probably not coming from the ones that the Iconians that we're going to go help. They could technically still be Iconian related. And I say Iconian related because someone and I, Tabby, had a theory about potentially, what about the Heralds? What if the Heralds were never subjugated by the Iconians? What would they look like? What would they be? How powerful could they be without being touched by the Iconians?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway,
So moving right along with our bicentennial though. Um, so we're going to jump out of the game real briefly. We're going to talk about some favorites, but we're going to jump out of the game for this to start with and talk about what your favorite TV episode of Star Trek is. And Tabby, I'm going to start with you.
My favorite TV episode of Star Trek is actually a fairly recent one. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and it caused me to fall in love with the entire series. And that's Strange New Worlds, the pilot of Strange New Worlds. And not only was the entire episode good, but Pike's speech at the end just really hit me hard when he's telling the two warring factions, maybe that's why I'm here, to remind you of the power of possibility. Maybe that's the good in seeing my future, that I might remind you that right up until the very end, life has to be worn gloriously, because until our very last moment, the future is what we make it. And that right there sold me on that scene, and that speech sold me on the series.
Strange New Worlds has been pretty good. I'll give you that one. Good pick. Grebog, what's yours? Do you have one?
there are a lot of episodes that I have liked in various series. Like the one Tabby that's talked about. Yeah, that's like the speech is amazing. I don't know why, but the trial for Data's individuality always stands out. Now there are some really bad things about that episode, but there's so many lessons to be learned in that one. And
Measure of a Man.
Yeah, because it just speaks about, like, as humans, we have struggled with what is the measure of a man, whether it be based on race and like, you know, because like if you go with our history, because that is very much where they are pulling that a lot of that, and all the other struggles that we have to deal with today on and basically put it on Data. And I don't know, it just speaks volumes to how we need to, I don't know, give people the proper individuality control, I guess. Like, you know, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot there. It's a very impactful episode. I don't agree. Like the part like I said, there are some bad about, like, having Riker argue while he does a good job in the episode. That seemed a little silly in my opinion. They should have just had a third arbitrator come in that just argued in place.
Well, what was funny is there's a YouTuber called Legal Eagle who's like an actual lawyer, and he does like legal accuracy reviews of like legal of law shows, and he did a accuracy like review of Measure of a Man, and it was hilarious. He's like, nope, that's not a thing. Nope, that's not how they do that. Yeah, sort of. And like it, so that was just like a really interesting video. So y'all should look that up, the Legal Eagle Measure of a Man on YouTube.
I will keep that in mind.
Cool.
I will find it and link it in the Discord.
There you go. Good choice. So my pick, man, you guys went like super deep with yours, and there are a lot of episodes that do that are fun to watch and kind of brain teasers that make you think. But I I grew up on TOS. My dad is a huge TOS fan, and as a kid, we would watch reruns together, and my favorite episode has always been Balance of Terror. It's where the Romulans are introduced, and you have the Enterprise and this Romulan warbird just tactically going at it, circling each other, beating each other down, trying to figure out each other's strength and weaknesses. And then at the end of the episode, Kirk still tries to make friends, which it's not really in character for Kirk, but it's very Starfleet. You know, where the Romulans are have admitted defeat, and Kirk's like, it's not too late for us to save you. Come on, let's do this. Um, it was pretty cool, and I still enjoy watching that episode to this day. It's just a lot of fun. So that was my pick. Let's jump back in game for the next set of favorites. Grebog, do you have a favorite STO episode or story arc?
Oh, to me, there are a lot of good episodes in the game. But I think the one that I always will probably remember is when you go back in time, and I think it's midnight where you go back in time and help the Iconians before they turn dark.
Yep, the OG Iconians.
Yeah, because it shows you how
White side Arconians.
It shows you how, like, if you do things, the repercussions through time, like because because the Iconians get, you know, screwed up by outsiders, that they then get pissed off at Sela. Yeah, there's so much that like trickles, and then they, you know, yeah, but it's just, yeah, to me it was really good to see how, we were the others, and here's your little device that we saved for you. But it was an interesting twist, and obviously when people have such hatred towards someone for so many years, it also shows how that it just is not going to go away overnight. Well, yes, some of the Iconians were able to put aside the differences a little bit. I'm sure they still have some animosity against us because we've been fighting them for so long. Like they're not allies, they're not playable races, so, you know, I mean, they're probably willing to hear us now versus outright attack us when they, but there are still some that are yeah, don't want anything to do with us. They'll outright, yeah, we see you, we will shoot first, ask questions later. Anyway,
so my favorite pick on this one was the Spectres arc. There are 5 missions in it. You can find this in the available tab. Everything old is new. Night of the Comet, Skirmish, Spin the Wheel, and What Lies Beneath. This is the one group of missions that I have come back to run, just to run them. Like, just because I think the story is neat and because they're fun. And there's a lot of fun stuff in here. Like, you know, you have Scotty, you have to mix the right drink. You're hunting Ghost with a Ghostbuster, you know, proton pack, sort of. Like there's just a lot into it. And then the final fight where you're blowing up asteroids while the enemy ships are closing on you, and you got to, you know, manage the two. There's a lot there that I really like. So that's always been kind of my go-to for favorites, is Spectres. Plus some of the rewards are really cool and
You know
usable.
what I did last year? I played through, I think it was like at least the first couple of missions of the Spectres arc on Halloween in the dark, live on stream.
Oh, nice. Bonnie Ken.
Yes. And so I'm sitting here like completely in dark with nothing, with no lights but the screens in front of me. But I'm live streaming it, right? So it's creepy as hell. And I'm sitting here doing the haunted space station bits. And there were a couple, and like the jump scares got me, and it was, oh my god, I might do it again this year.
That would be cool. If I'm not at work, I may join you for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Spectres is neat in MOA. Spectres is a lot of fun. It
Actually,
was it. Go ahead.
let's see when Halloween is coming up this year.
It was the second featured episode series that they came up with. The first one being the Breen, the cold call stuff.
Oh,
Um,
guess what?
Spectres was the second. Yeah, what is it on our
Octo-
night?
October 31st this year is on a Thursday.
Nice, perfect. We can do it together. All of
So
us can turn our
we'll
lights
have
off.
a special Halloween episode of Fleet Action Report where the three of us play through Spectres together, and we'll all do it in the dark.
And I'll be talking like this all night.
Until you lose your voice. So Tabby, what's your favorite episode or story arc in STO?
Well, Grebog mentioned a mission from the Iconian War arc, but I'm going to mention I'm going to call out the entire Iconian War story arc because, I mean, it's original, and like it's an entire, like, yes, the Gamma Quadrant arc was really good, but I mean, and it expanded on and it brought back a lot of the personalities from Deep Space Nine, and it was like good enough to be like its own season of DS9. But the Iconian War arc was completely new, and it filled in a lot of gaps. Like there was that one like plot hole and inconsistency from Star Trek 2009 with the Hobus supernova being completely impossible. They actually tied that up in the Iconian story arc and explained how that actually happened. They added to lore, they added some cool twists and turns, and the unfolding of everything and the ending of it was intense. It was unexpected, and it just really left me with a feeling of a story well told.
Nice. And you're not wrong. And I want to respond to our chat here real quick. Terminal Expanse, because you go to the Kelvin universe, is kind of neat, but it's very short. I felt like they kind of missed the mark with that one. They could have done more. And then the Ferengi heist, where they're looking for the Sword of Kalas.
That's from the Gamma Quadrant arc. Bork's
Yes,
Lucky Seven.
that episode is amazing, and out of that entire arc, everything with the DS9 people, they
Oh,
did an
absolutely.
amazing job with. But that episode in particular feels like such an episode of the TV show. Like it's all there, right?
Like I never would have imagined. I never could have visualized a Ferengi mercenary before that episode, but now it makes so much sense.
That character, voiced by the same, or played by the same actor, is in an episode of DS9.
Wow, really?
Yeah, yeah, that was not an STO character. That is a DS9 character that they brought back.
Huh.
And yeah, it is an amazing episode, but Spectres is still my go-to. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
By the way, here in a minute, we are going to ask you guys some trivia, and we have prizes depending on how many people we have who interact with us and partake in this trivia contest may influence the number of prizes that we give out, but we do have at least one giveaway, possibly extras. So stick around for that. Because of that, we may also run a little bit longer than normal for tonight's episode. So again, stick around, we got some fun stuff coming. But let's see, our next set of favorites is about our show. So I'm going to start us off with this one. My favorite thing that we have done with Fleet Action Report is the Enter the Workshop segment. Now, we have only ran this a few times, but I have found it really enjoyable. Basically, what we do is we invite you, one of our viewers, to come on the show with us, and we will help you do a ship build. And it can be anything. All we need is for you to tell us what ship you are using, and then we will help you come up with and what type of build you want. Like, do you want torpedo build or fire at will or surgical strikes or something else? Like, what type of build do you want and what ship are you using? And we will do our very best. We will do all the research for you and basically try to come up with a build according to your budget. And we have done that, I think, a total of 3 times, maybe 4. And I have enjoyed every one of those so much. And I do think we've done it where we've had the guest come on the show with us so they can ask questions. And we've had once or twice where they couldn't make the show, so we did it without them, but sent them all the information. I think it's more fun if you come on the show with us, but if not, that's okay too. It was still fun putting the build together. So that's my favorite. Um, which one of you wants to go next? Grebog, what's your favorite thing with the show?
People. I don't know. I there's a lot with the show that I enjoy. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it still if I didn't. Yes, I do like people. I mean, that is very accurate.
Somebody clip that.
That was such a good response.
Hey, Faith. I mean, it's kind of why we started doing it, was for the people, and yeah. But as for say, I do like the Enter the Workshop. I like that we also went through all of the different voice actors that we've had, or well, the STO has had. I wish we could have them on the show. That would be amazing. If you have any contacts or any help of being able to help us get say some of the Star Trek folks on our show, we would appreciate that. We'd love that. But yeah, because to me, a game is very dependent on the voice actors. And yes, like if you've heard us critique certain acting lines and how they didn't portray what we felt was the proper emotion at the time. Home being the mission that I'm referring to.
Oh my god.
Because at one point, Loris sounds more desperate or maybe unhinged, and more unhinged than the just desperate, we need to hurry type thing. That's all I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, it's like the guest stars make the game more enjoyable, and then me being able to pick out who some of these guest stars are. Yeah, when they are outside of the standard, it is kind of fun for me as well, because like, oh hey, that was Liam O'Brien. For those that are Critical Role fans.
Yep. Or I mean Star Trek. Or
Oh,
not Star
yeah.
Trek, World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Illidan. You are not prepared. When I was playing through the Delta Quadrant arc and I saw him come on as a Vaudwar there, and I kept expecting him to say that. You are not prepared.
That would have been hilarious. Probably too telling, but would have been hilarious. And okay, Tabby, what's your favorite thing that we've done so far with the show?
Those episodes that have yet to come. I say that because I haven't been a co-host on here overly long. And I am incredibly grateful that you all have invited me here and for being able to contribute. And I look forward to all the episodes that we are able to do together and everything that we're able to bring and everything that I look forward to the future. of this game and of this show.
You know, when you first said that, I was going to sit here and say, "Oh, that's such a cop out," but actually, that was very well said. And for what it's worth, adding you to our team was a great move, and I am very thankful that you have joined us, and I am glad that you are here.
Oh, thank you.
Me too, because then when Nikodas runs off, I have someone else to talk to. Or I mean, he's busy working.
Same difference.
When Nikodas abandons us.
All right, our last segment of favorites is, as you can see, we are in certain ships. Sometimes we fly these regularly, sometimes we don't, but these are our favorite ships. And we are going to go blow something up in our favorite ships. So here we go. Tabby is flying the Terran Lexington using
tank build.
I'm sorry, say that again.
A tank build, Terran Lexington.
Oh, she's doing the tank. Okay, awesome. That's actually going to be very helpful here in just a minute. And I believe you are using the Terran skin.
Well, partly. I'm using the Terran top hat.
Yeah, okay, but the rest of it's the standard Lexington, not the Terran.
Yes.
I gotcha. Okay, so you're using the pod there, and then you did your own color scheme, right? That is
Right.
not a
Yeah, it's a paint scheme rather than a
vanity shield.
Vanity shield, but I am using the Aegis vanity shield, which allows your paint job to show through, but it gives you color, like it highlights your lights.
Ooh,
Gives you additional glow effects.
I might have to look at that. Interesting. Okay. For my ship, I am also in the Terran Lexington. However, I'm just using the basic Odyssey skin. Now, this is the updated Odyssey skin with all the extra lights, which just looks amazing, I think. But I am using a vanity shield. I have put on here the Omega Force vanity shield, which you get from the Omega reputations at tier 6. That's why you see these little cross lines that give it kind of a almost a meaner look. Makes it look like it has a little bit more teeth, I guess. But it's just overlaid on top of the skin, so it doesn't really change the color schemes. It just gives these extra little lines through here and on top of the nacelles and stuff. And I'm doing a fire at will. Go ahead.
Now, if you look on STO Wiki under visual slots, it'll give you a good look at what the different shields look like, and it'll also tell you which ones cover up your hull and which ones let your hull just kind of overlay your hull.
Okay. Thank you. I will go look that up when I get a moment. I'm doing a fire at will DPS build. I do not have it set up for tanking. I went with the Isomax. I have 7 of them. That was expensive, by the way. Don't do that unless you really, really want to invest, because that was really, really expensive. But I have 7 of them. The only reason I don't have 8 is because I wanted to do the 2-piece set bonus from the reinforced armaments set. I might change that out at some point in time later, but that's where I'm at right now. Plus, like I said, really expensive, so I didn't mind missing out on one of those. Grebog, what are you flying? And tell us a little bit about your build.
Well, I am in the legendary America Worker Light Cruiser. It is a very classic look. For those that don't know this look, I'll be surprised. Shame on you. Shame. Yeah, very reminiscent of original series. Go figure. Again, that's probably because I started watching also during the original series. Someone's getting up and close and personal.
Sorry, I hit a button on accident.
I too am doing a. Oh, we have a friend.
Hello there, friend.
Scott.
Might be Dwayne. I don't know. Is Dwayne finding us? No. I'm not sure who Scott. It's probably one of our viewers. No, that's Faith. But yeah, I'm doing a fire at will build. Being a miracle worker, I didn't have it set up before with exceed rated limits. I am definitely going to be switching this. I have not looked at this build in so long. So I started tweaking some of the settings. I've been bumping it, but I need to go through, and I'm probably going to do an exceeded rated limits 3 build on this and keep it that way. Yeah. But that's this ship. And this, I actually had DPRM on this ship well before they put the DPRM into the Muds bundle, because
You had DPRM before it was cool.
Yeah.
Before they made it easy for everyone.
Does that make you mad?
No, because now it means all my captains can have DPRM if they want it.
There you go. I went ahead and tossed Faith an invite. Faith, if you want, we're getting ready to queue up for the daily. You are welcome to join us. If you don't want to, just leave group. No hard feelings. And with that, we have discussed our favorite ships. Actually,
no, let's go kill things.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill things. Actually, I love the Odyssey. That's why I picked it. The lines of the Odyssey, the look of the Odyssey. I think it's a fabulous design. My favorite ship is actually the Protostar, but I can't fly it because I don't have one yet. Otherwise, I would be in the Protostar. But yeah, Odyssey, great ship. All right, daily. I'm in the wrong menu. Would help if I went to the right menu.
Daily. Wee woo.
Wee woo. That was fast. Oh, there are 4 of us, I guess. Thank you, Goofball. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Goofball. Yeah. Wow. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah. And I hope Goofball, you're doing well.
At Nim, Faith, and Dwayne, congrats on your subs.
And Dwayne is saying that they're getting the World Razor.
The World Razor is a very mighty nice platform to use. I have that set up on Simon.
Here we go.
Oh, I want the Protostar so bad I can taste it, Nimue. Like, I want that ship bad.
How does it taste?
Bitter right at the moment.
Network gives the Herald. The plan is simple. Our research ships will open gate.
By the way, so I did some research from when we ran this the other day. The stacks from the trait. What am I thinking of?
Oh, the
History will remember.
This shield looks amazing.
The stacks from History will remember do not remove when you switch maps on here, so it's all good.
Yeah, I thought they had done it in a way that that wouldn't be the case, but doesn't mean that they always think about that. I mean, we know Cryptic sometimes, while they mean well, do not always think about some of the stuff they put in the game later. But I wouldn't, I just figured, you know, because we're not, I don't think technically switching maps per se, we're just switching locations on said map.
The Heralds are distraught.
Boom. Oh yeah, the Lexington is such a fun platform to build on.
I love it. And there's other ships that I love, like roughly comparably to the Lexington. However, this one was also a gift, and so holds a special place in their heart.
I'm on your 6, Grebog.
I think one of the reasons why I like this ship, not only is it the original series appearance, it also, it's a cruiser that has decent maneuverability, which is hard to find.
Yeah.
Because it's such a small ship, it has a lot more maneuverability. And well, yes, I did a fire at will build. I can still turn it, and yeah.
Lexington is also really maneuverable too.
For its size, yeah. I mean, considered canonically, it's supposed to be like almost 1 kilometer long. That's a lot of mass.
As I ram into a pylon and get stuck. So yes, you too can get stuck on one of these.
You need to ram additional pylons.
I guess I'll just go back here because that's where I'm at.
Gateway opening at 8 o'clock.
Oh, I got stuck on a pylon.
Love you.
That's what I get for making fun.
Ha ha. Oh, I mean,
hush.
Make fun of me.
At 4 o'clock.
And yes, I have an emulating phaser lance because we all know if TOS could, that they would have had an emulating phaser lance.
Gateway opening at 5 o'clock.
You love that thing.
I mean, it does amazing damage and it boosts phaser damage.
Gateway opening at 8 o'clock.
Probe got me this time.
Don't you hate it when you get probed?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, I do.
At 11 o'clock. Gateway opening at 6 o'clock.
Well, I'm gonna go far because that person probably will stay near. Far.
You are part of far.
Oh, they came with me. Oh, that's Tabby that showed up.
And me.
Someone else was following me around.
Gateway opening at 9 o'clock.
I'm gonna go over here to the Arbiter. Never mind, he doesn't need me.
Oh, I apparently do not have the duty officer that recharges evasive maneuvers on emergency powered engines.
Yeah,
I changed that.
When I was doing this ship build the other day, I noticed I didn't have him either, so I had to alter that when I added my ISOMAX.
Gateway opening at 6 o'clock.
Oh, hi there, y'all. Thank you for dropping in on me.
Do you have
Well, I
friends?
make you feel at home by murdering every one of you.
Oh, by the way, as soon as this TFO is done, we're going to do our trivia and give out some prizes to you viewers. So, stick around.
I tried to post to Twitter. I'm not going to call it the other name because it doesn't exist. I tried to post to Twitter earlier today, and it just wouldn't accept it. It was like, and it couldn't send for whatever reason. And I'm like, gee, thanks, guys and gals. It was here.
It vanished. Yeah, just when I got to it. You can blame me for that one.
Yeah, the Narendra is a good ship, but if you don't want that appearance, another good one is the Klingon Viral support cruiser, which gives you the same trait, but you also get a Klingon ship with the Vorcha variant that's more maneuverable.
Oh, I turned the wrong way. Darn it. There we go. For anybody who's curious, I did a fire at will build on this ship, but I did it a little differently from most people. most people would use all beam arrays. I actually went with dual beam banks on the front. So most of my firepower is forward facing, but between the ship itself and the competitive engines I'm using, I can turn pretty quick to get that
Fire at
forward.
will with dual beam banks is actually pretty fun if your ship is maneuverable enough.
Yeah, if you can pull it off. Yeah. I have not like done any number crunching to see how much DPS I'm doing, but I'll tell you, things die pretty quick if I can bring my weapons to bear.
Why would you want to give them to a bear?
I have nothing. I got nothing. Good response.
Well, you give the weapons to a bear in case it comes across a man in a forest.
Self-defense for the bear.
That's the alternate reality we need, where the bears fight back with automatic
we
weapons.
do have the right to arm bears, don't we?
We do indeed.
I'm not even sure with the 2 T6 tokens in the campaign what I want.
I know one of them that I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the warship Voyager because I don't have it. That's one of the Terran ships I never picked up. And there's a trait on there that I can use on my Ice Princess.
Terran Trailblazer.
Yep.
Yeah, with the
Does that improve photonic officer?
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. I've been looking at traits and ships too much that if I'm remembering this kind of crap.
no the Terran Trailblazer has the weaponized spores. Doesn't
Okay.
it?
Nope. Because I've already got that trait. The spores.
Weaponized exotic particles.
Maybe that's what it is. It's not the spores though, because I have the spores, and it's not the lightning.
Spores use anomalies is the one that comes off of another ship, but the weaponized exotic particles comes off the Terran Trailblazer, along with the decentralized immunity console.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
guys,
that console is pretty nice.
We have killed 20 of their command vessels.
Check it out.
This dreadnought in here is gonna melt. The other thing I noticed is my fighters are not respawning when we switch. My fighters are actually sticking with me, so I'm not even gonna get my big beam off.
Wow.
Destroy what? It's not here anymore.
What are we supposed to destroy?
He's still trying to tell us to shut down gateways, and
Nope, we're done. Fight's done.
I love
All right,
this ship
so
much.
how do you guys want to do this? We didn't really discuss like how we were going to do this. Three questions from each of us. We have enough viewers. If people want to participate, we can give away more than just one prize. I will keep a running tally of who gets questions right.
do we have questions somewhere, or did
I have my questions prepared.
I pulled up my old sheet that has questions that I was going to ask you all once upon a time.
Yeah, that's what I did too. So I'm using my old questions too.
I came up with new questions, new and exciting ones.
Okay.
Pulled
All
that
right.
sheet. There we go.
Well, Grebog, this whole endeavor was your idea, so why don't you ask the first trivia question? Viewers, this is your chance.
Let's see. Here's one, and it's in the game, and it'll be interesting to see who knows this one. So K13, it was lost in time for how long?
Ooh.
That is a good question. So viewers, post your answers.
3 hours.
First
I
person,
mean,
Hours.
first person who gets it right gets the point.
Yeah, see, we're not saying you can't search for it. We're just saying first person who gets it right.
It is not 34 days.
I'll say higher.
Colder. You're getting colder.
I know there's other people in there. Dwayne's in there. Nim's in there. Come on, guys. We need more people. Goofball's in there. Somebody guess. You're getting closer, Faith.
Mem's in there.
Oh, Mim should know it. Come on, Mim.
Okay, now you're a little hot. Oh, Mem's close. Closer.
We're back to days.
And Mem, you went further away.
I'm not an egg. I'm not actually sure of the answer myself. Yeah, you can Google. It's the first person that gets the right amount or the right answer.
Yeah,
You can Google.
use whatever resources you want. You just have to get it first.
This was a hard one. We just got Faith
Wow.
just randomly guessing.
I guess this was a tough one. It's I'll say somewhere between 125 and the 150 that have been already guessed.
You want to the other option is we can go with who gets it closest.
Well, right now Mem is closest. Though that technically makes it a tie between Faith and Mem.
No, the question was the space station K13 in Star Trek Online disappeared in time. How long was it gone?
Did Faith get it?
Faith got it.
Okay. All right.
I guess Faith, I didn't expect it to be that hard, but it's kind of funny to watch everyone guess.
You got to pay attention, man. Tabby, you want to grab the next one? And we'll just stick with that same order. I'll go third and then back to Grebog.
Star Trek Discovery introduced a unique vessel known as the USS Discovery NCC-1031. It has a special ability that sets it apart from other Federation starships. We usually hear it referred to by a short name, but what is its full technical designation?
Oh wow, you guys went super hard. Not the ship, the not the name of the ship, the name of the propulsion system it uses that is unique to that ship.
Yes. Boom, Nimue.
Nimue.
Displacement activated spore hub drive, commonly known as a spore drive.
Nimue with the Google foo. All right, Nim got the point. For me, let's see. I want something with the game. So, okay. There is a featured series. Some of you newer players may not know this, but there is a featured series called the 2800, which deals with the Dominion. In STO, this was the first time we run into the Dominion. And in that series of episodes, you run into the female changeling who is
in charge of the Dominion, or was during the Dominion War. Where do you find her? Spock
Ooh.
Drive.
Spork Drive.
Minecraft is not the correct answer. Roblox. I could tell you stories about Roblox, but no. Dwayne got it. Dwayne with the point. I would have also accepted in prison.
So back to me, huh?
Yep. Back to you, and then Tabby, and then me, and then you, and then Tabby, and then me. And then we give out prizes.
Originally, how did you level as a Klingon Defense Force character?
Oh, Mem.
Mem.
All right, Tabby, you're up.
What species, known to the Borg as Species 329, were deemed unworthy of assimilation?
Now, see, I actually know that one.
Mem.
I just watched that episode.
Nope, Mem got it.
Mem got it. Okay.
Hazon.
Boy, Mem got that really quick, too. All right, so my turn, right?
Kazoo.
All right, here's one. Throughout the years, STO has added several Star Trek alumni to their roster of voice actors. Who was the very first voice actor to reprise a role from a Star Trek movie or TV show? You can name the actor or the character. Bob Ross is not correct.
Happy Little Phasers.
No, it was not our president either. Mim got it. Leonard Nimoy.
Wow, Nem is on fire.
And actually, that's a little bit of a trick question because that was before they were technically getting voice actors to come back. They just did it as the intro to the game itself. But it counts. Sorry, guys. Back to Grebog. Last 3 questions.
Do we want a hard one here?
Sure. I think some of them have already been hard, but, go ahead.
Before they were TFOs, Task Force Operations, what were they called?
I don't even know this one.
I do.
Oh, this dates me as an old timer of STO because unfortunately missions aren't
Dwayne.
exactly. I mean, normally
Dwayne
people would say that. Yeah.
STF's also called Special Task Force.
Yeah. Talk about some old school stuff right there.
Right? Tabby, you're up.
In Star Trek, okay, this is a 2-parter. So don't jump the gun. In Star Trek The Next Generation, which character famously advises, "Shut up, Wesley"? In which episode does this happen?
Wow, Tabby. Wow.
Well, I planned I knew people would have access to. Bam, Mem.
Wow. That very detailed, Mim. AI.
Well, I mean, even a simple Google search can pull these up.
Oh, I know.
So don't even need AI. But like a lot of these, like you can remember them. You can so that's why we don't that's why it's fun to do things that like when you know that people have the capacity of the internet, you can write questions that account for it.
Okay, I've got. Let's see here. I've got a good one. What is the name of the Cardassian flagship featured in game? I don't even know if you can Google that one.
I know it.
Everybody's like looking it up real quick now.
Yep.
I don't even know if, I mean, you'd have to dig pretty deep to find that on Google. Yes, in game, Mim. So in STO, what is the name of the Cardassian flagship? You actually fly alongside it in a couple of episodes. And Mim got it. Okay. All right, Mim, you're done. No more questions. No more answers from you. So Mim is going to get our first place prize. What do you guys think? We have enough people to give out more than one?
I'd be willing to give the optional first place prize I talked about. So
I could also I do also have another question prepped if we want to throw out to see.
Yeah, we need a little bit of a tiebreaker here. So go ahead, Tabby.
Oh, I could do a hard one for him to tiebreak.
Mim cannot answer this. Everybody else can go, but not Mim.
All right. Even though Klingon is a real language that you can speak now, what Trek actor helped create it?
I could guess, but I don't even know that one.
I know you know the answer, ma'am.
That's why you're not allowed. We need a tiebreaker for everybody else.
Nimue!
Nim got it. Okay. We still need a tiebreaker.
I can ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Do we want easy, hard, or yeah? Where are we going here?
Go easy. Again, Mim, stay out of it. We've already got first place. We know that.
Let's go with why is it that we no longer have Kurland here?
Oh. What happened to Kurland?
Is Kurland there?
There's a reason he had to stop being a voice actor for the game.
Oh, this one I don't even know.
No, he did not die. What we've talked about that.
Remember.
I'll Faith got that. I'll say that because he left Cryptic. Because in 2015, Perfect World Entertainment became part of SAG, and all non-SAG voice actors could no longer reprise their roles. And since he was no longer part of Cryptic, he could no longer reprise his role.
All right, I'm gonna ask one. We have a 3-way tie right now. This is going to be kind of an easy one, guys. Nog was a beloved character on DS9 and is heavily featured in multiple episodes within STO. When the actor unfortunately passed away, a ship was designed in his honor. The USS Nog was featured in Discovery, and the ship can be collected in STO. What is the name of the ship class? And Dwayne got it. Okay. All right. We have our first, second, and third place.
Do we want to give them the choice, or we giving them the one I have, the big prize I have?
Yeah. So first place is going to be a tier. I almost said the wrong word. Tier 6 ship class or ship token.
And that goes to Mim, right?
And that goes to Mim. And then Dwayne is going to get a Boimler effect, which I will send in the mail. Unless, are people here? Let's see. I see Mim.
He's right there. Anthony Taylor. And here, for Faith, I have something for you for participating as well.
If you're going to do that,
then Nimoy, I have one for Nimoy too.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. And there's the Boimler effect.
I don't have a lot of selection on color. You're just gonna get one that it's plasma. And Nimoy, I'll either mail it to you or if I catch you on, I could give it to Tabby to give to you.
You could.
Congratulations to all of our winners, and thank you for participating. That was excellent. The last time we did trivia, we had one participant. So I like that there were more people participating. That was cool.
Which means I have to hit ESD, and I'll get another slime. Melanoid out. Yeah, Nimoy, you'll get another. You'll get a melanoid. Well, AKA Murph.
Murph.
Though it won't look like Murph. It'll be a different color.
Moopsie.
At least it's not one of those.
It'll eat your face off.
Although I want one of those in game really bad.
Yeah, but it needs to be a combat pet, not a...
That would be amazing. Yes. Yes, I agree.
As it wants to take everyone with me.
I'll go along.
Sure.
I'll go to ESD. That's fine.
Nim, do you care which way I get it to you? Because I think it might be, I don't know.
Yeah,
part of me thinks it might be easier to just give it to Tabby to give to you.
Go right ahead,
No,
Faith. Thank
fine.
you for joining us. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate your participation. Go have fun.
Yeah, and
we'll see you next time.
Enjoy the melanoid. I had extras because I had to get one that color I really wanted, aka that looked like Murph. So I got like a bunch of plasma ones.
They are per character, so even if you get a copy, you can send it to another character or whatever.
Yeah, which is why I gave it to you in the box, so that way you can keep it on this character, put it on another character as Tabby's running away.
Oh.
Really quickly, apparently.
Well, I mean, that's the ice boots.
I still like being the amazing speeding cat.
Do the ice boots stack with a speeding cat?
Oh, they do.
Oh.
Well, now you have a green one that you could put on another character.
Or same character, whatever.
Or same character, whatever you want to do. Do I have a melanoid on this captain? I don't know that I do.
Hey guys, that is going to be the show for our Bicentennial. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we are going to do a build on one of the new Dyson ships that came out, the Kardashev. What type of build are you doing, Grebog?
Torp.
torpedo build on the Kardashev.
It works really well. Though.
Oh, hey, Tech Travis, that is a Grebog question.
How am I getting 3 streams in one? So there's a handy dandy thing called Ninja Video.
Video Ninja.
Oh, yeah, Video Ninja. They basically send to a web page their streams, and in OBS I have the web page that Video Ninja basically is streaming to me on a thing, and then I resized it and put them up.
So, Faith, if you look on my screen real quick, you've got your chat box. On the right side of your chat box is this little button that says chat configuration and social shortcuts. You click on that, you go to your emotes. All of the possible emotes in the game are listed here. The ones you have are in white. The ones you have yet to get are in gray. Your dances are right here.
In the D's under dance.
Dance unusual. What is this? Oh, I love it.
And
yes,
there's a
Carlton.
And in the upper right hand corner of that box, you can click the little pin button, and it'll pin the emote window so you can quickly access it.
And then you can resize it from there if you need to, which is how we typically I do the dance competitions. Is I pop out the dance window and have all the dances here for me to click on as they call them out. Boy, I don't think I would hurt myself if I was trying to move that flexibly, that fast at dancing.
I am the amazing sliding cat. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Tabby was asking for this. I can't even get over to you guys because I'm sliding around everything so much. There we go. Yeah, this is why the cat speed boost on the Winter Wonderland got nerfed. Because all the speed ups stack and you can do crazy, crazy things.
As we have Scott here spinning.
I can spin too, see? All right, so next week we're going to do the build on the ship. And Monday night, as always, will be fun night. You guys are more than welcome to join us for that. And now they're seizing. We ran over today, but thank you for sticking with us. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. And as always, I will see you out there.
Have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire.
Don't forget to stick around. We will raid someone here in a second. Again, well, huge thank you to all of you for being here tonight. Goofball for the gift subs. I really appreciate all that. Yeah, you guys know how to make me feel special. And always follow here so you can know when we go live, and live long and prosper. We'll raid someone here in just a minute. Computer end program.